All right, I have still not heard from Ontario Premier Doug Ford, and I still want you guys to continue to put pressure on his people and him to come on Arana Nation, because this is very frustrating. You know, the media attacks the guy day in and day out, attacking him on everything. Now, Arana Nation has had criticisms, but you have to admit, Arana Nation was fully in Doug Ford's corner in 2018. This would be a completely fair interview. There would be no gotcha questions. It would be the facts. It would be questions that people have. Talk about accomplishments. I've done interviews with many people. But, I don't blame him. I still blame the swamp creatures within the Ontario PC Party. They probably took one good look at me and Arana Nation and all of us and said, don't go on that guy. This guy. The media will attack you. They will attack you. If you go on Arana Nation, don't go on him. He's too radical. He's too this. It's the same way they almost kicked my friend out of Ford Fest for having a Faith Goldie shirt. They told me to zip up my jacket because I had a Trump shirt. I mean, it's the same. The swamp creatures are appeasers to the media, and Doug is surrounded by them. But yet the media attacks still keep coming. They still keep coming. Now, Doug Ford has a perfect position, a perfect platform to explain fully whatever he has to say, 100%. I'll ask him those questions. He can explain himself to the people of Ontario. I'm not going to, we don't even have to. The thing is that you're not going to get that with City TV or any of them. And you've done interviews with them, but they attack you. Why would you go to people who don't respect you? And look at all these people that you have surrounded by you, who are involved in all these scandals and everything. Peter Fenwick is the latest one. He's close to your former wicked chief of staff, Dean French. And then you got Lisa Mcleod out there with her trashy self, cussing out the coach or the manager of the Ottawa Senators, calling them all sorts of names. I mean, these are the people, these are the elitist Tories that you have around you. Now, Ford Nation is an independent nation. It's similar to Arana Nation, actually. Ford Nation and Arana Nation have a lot in common. It's not necessarily a conservative thing, though most people have come from the right. These are people from every different race, color, and creed. They're independents, they're populists, they love their country, they love their community, they love their province, they want things to be better. They're not necessarily people who would vote Tory. I mean, don't think that Ford Nation would go for Andrew Scheer or Bernier or any of those people. Don't think that. Rob Ford, please. In fact, the people who voted for Rob Ford are even more independent. And I'm just saying to myself, the swamp creatures of the Ontario PC Party are destroying Doug. They are hurting him. And I appeal to you, Doug. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to them. I know what your brother stood for. I know what your father stood for. I know what you stand for. These people don't have your best interest at heart. Look at Lisa Mcleod. She should be thrown out. And I'm glad for the fact that these guys are shooting themselves in the foot. That's one good that's some consolation. Peter Fenwick, who all these different Tory insiders, Bay Street Tories, I'd like to call them, shooting themselves in the foot. Let me tell you guys a little bit about Lisa Mcleod. She was the Minister for Children or whatever it was, Human Affairs, Social Affairs, Socialism. I don't know what she was the minister. She was the minister of one of those things. I've seen her before. I've never talked to her, but I find her to be extremely snobbish, extremely nasty, extremely high Tory. I think she's a typical Tory lady. She's just like, I'm better than you. Don't speak to me. I remember one time, I don't know if she didn't hear me or what. We were at some event. I don't know. I said hi or something. Didn't even acknowledge me. There have been many times I've emailed or sent Facebook messages. These MPPs don't get a lot of messages, okay? Most people don't know who they are. It's not like the Premier or Prime Minister. I've sent messages before her, when she was sick and she was taking leave of absence because apparently she was trying to help herself with mental illness. Never heard back, and I see she read it. She read the message, didn't reply back, doesn't have time for me. Doesn't have time for the little people. You know, I've called her campaign. I remember one time when I actually, this was when I was more partisan than I was, which was stupid, and I regret those days. And I filled out a membership of a party, which I'll never do again. I mean, there may be, I should say never say never. I may one day just become a member of the NCA, but, you know, the thing about it is that I'm an independent. But I did call her office once and encouraged her to run for leader. Never heard back from her. She's a nasty person. I don't know what, she kind of reminds me, she's like a conservative Hillary Clinton. Doug should not have those kind of individuals surrounding him. These are the type of people who are telling Doug Ford, do not speak to Arana Nation. He is riffraff, and his subscribers are riffraff, and his beliefs are riffraff. You listen to us. We'll continue making reckless cuts in all different sectors when it's not really necessary. We'll make sure that you don't listen to real advice from people who are going to give you advice on how you can save money without making tremendous cuts and raising taxes and all that stuff. Simple, superior logic approaches. No, we'll protect you from all of that so that our lobbyists and our friends can be protected. You know, and this is not the person Doug is. You know, you guys out there in Ontario, stop blaming Doug. I'm a little disappointed in the fact that he's not overriding these people and calling me back, and I don't know if they took his phone away or what. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised either. I blame the people around him. These are the Bay Street, Mike Harris, Tim Hudak type conservatives. These aren't correct. These aren't paleo conservatives. These aren't populist conservatives. These aren't nationalist conservatives. These are Bay Street, right, libertarian, Koch brothers, red Tories, the type of people that are surrounding Doug, and they're preventing him from doing an interview with me. But we're going to continue keeping the pressure. We're going to continue. I have the number. His number is pinned to the top of the comment section. Continue calling. Continue calling. I'll even put the press secretary's number up there if I have to, if I can find it. I still think I have it in my phone somewhere. But I'm going to have all those numbers. You guys keep pressuring, because this is a fair site for him to speak, where he can talk, where he can override the media. I mean, the media is never going to be friendly with Doug. He can just accept that right now. This is an opportunity where he can speak to the people of Ontario. And don't think that I don't have a platform that reaches the people of Ontario. I mean, this platform is growing by the second, not just in Ontario, but all over Canada and around the world. So don't play around with the Arana Nation. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. Talk about you're going to go on City TV, get interviewed by that one woman over there that's always on City TV. I can't remember her name right now, but you won't come on here. Oh, please. The media is going to attack you. The media is already attacking you. There's no more attacking they could do. You will actually be saved. You'll be saved. You'll be saved from the sinking poll numbers that the media is doing if you came on here. I guarantee it. People will respect it, but it would be a great, clear interview that is not gotcha, not any of that stuff. So come on, Doug. This is the Rant.